she encouraged all of us. Oh, you're doing great. She made make a big deal out of anything we did positive, you know. That's something that's parenting. You got to make a big deal out when the kids, you're looking for something they do well. Because it's so easy to get too negative and you're always criticizing everything they do. You want to look for things they do well. You know, make a big deal out of it. If there's something they're into, man, let them go at it and encourage them. If you can't be there for all the games, you sit there and ask, hey, what happened during the game? You know, I remember my dad would ask, hey, what happened during the game? Because he couldn't be at the games. He was working 2 and 3 jobs. But I knew it was a big deal. To them, I thought, man, you know, what I'm doing is a big deal. Kids need that. You know, they need that encouragement. They need to be loved, and they need to be encouraged and everything, but then they need boundaries. And my dad was the boundary setter. He told you, you got to be at the house at a certain time. You better be in that house. And he wasn't going to forget the discipline. And if that meant, you know, not letting you do something that he was going to let you do because you broke one of the rules, you know, because that's the way life is. The worst thing I think nowadays is too many kids, the first time they're given discipline, it's a police officer. That's not good. You know, that kid needs to have some boundaries. As much as you love your youngster, you know, giving them boundaries is showing them the real world. It's preparing them for the real world. It's not really love when you just let them do anything they want to do. That's not good, because that's not the way the world is. And nobody else is going to treat them like that. So you're preparing them to fail. But you want to encourage them. You look at the positive, set boundaries. These are type of fundamentals of good parenting. And I'd say the biggest thing that we're missing, people talk about how their kids are so bad and everything. No, what we're really missing is parenting. We don't have enough good parents. It's not that the kids are so bad, it's the parenting. We don't have people that are committed. And just our whole generation, I feel like, you know, I went to the University of Southern California, and we always prided ourselves, you know, because we had some great teams and we won a lot of national championships. We had some great players, you know, that went ahead of us. And so we're saying, look, we're going to carry our weight. Our generation, every year that we come in there, we're going to do our job. We're going to win a national championship. We're going to show you. And then I think back to, we as parents in our generation really haven't done our job, because I think there's too much selfishness. I think it's great to be able to go all over the world and travel and, you know, do all of the things on your quote unquote bucket list. But, you know, when you're getting near the end and you look up and you got kids that you're really not, you know, you didn't do the job for them. You weren't good parents to them. You didn't spend enough time with them. You didn't set enough of a good role model for them. You didn't live the way you should have lived in front of them, and you see them picking up some bad habits you had, and you really didn't do everything you could to help them be everything they could be. You know, you really didn't do your job, you know. And I think parenting is something, it's probably a lost art. Good parenting, you know, setting boundaries, you know, stoking the good in kids and letting them know that they don't leave the house. They know that they're loved and they're cared about. At the same time, they know that you set an example, certain things to do, certain things not to do. We need more good parents.